Good afternoon. My name is Ogechi, and today I'll be talking about the contaminant arsenic. If you haven't watched the awesome movie Chicago the Musical, or if you're not in the health field, which is the average American, then you possibly do not know what arsenic is. According to the World Health Organization, arsenic is one of the 10 deadliest contaminants in the world. It's a naturally occurring crystal that reacts differently with moistures and oxygen to give two different forms. Its organic form reacts with molecules like ribose and yields sugar. Its inorganic form is a simple molecule that's highly toxic. It's very dangerous because of its lack of taste or smell and its easy ability to move throughout the environment through air, water, and land. Inorganic arsenic will be the focus for this presentation. The contaminant can be found in groundwaters, irrigated crops, tobacco, and everyday products like metals, plastic, glass, and even pharmaceuticals through industrial processes. Why this may matter to you? Well, 44 million Americans get water from private wells that stem from groundwater reserves. Private well waters usually are in rural areas that don't have access to municipal water systems. These also do not get tested to follow legal guidelines of having a maximum level of arsenic in water at 10 parts per billion. This applies to Kentucky specifically because almost half of the state's population live in rural areas. And according to the CDC, at least 2 million Americans drink water where the arsenic levels are way above maximum, ranging from 100 to 5,000 parts per billion. Irrigated crops are also another way that arsenic can get within the system. Rice, for instance, is planted in contaminated water. Arsenic is transferred from the crop to grain, and we ingest this. Tobacco as well, a huge cash crop in America, grows in contaminated soils. When smoked, people inhale arsenic unknowingly. Arsenic ingestion is not as common through tobacco anymore because the plants are not treated with arsenate insecticides anymore. Public health implications that come from arsenic is that it's carcinogenic. A Columbia University environmental health professor compares arsenic to lead, saying that lead in comparison is like a vitamin. And arsenic as well affects every organ in the body. Short-term effects of arsenic are nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, and diarrhea. Other long-term effects of the skin include pigmentation changes, skin lesion, hard patches in the palms and soles of feet, and these occur after a minimum exposure of approximately 5 years and may be a precursor to skin cancer. Other cancers like bladder and lung cancer can occur from arsenic poisoning. Children exposed to high levels of arsenic as well are said to have lower IQs. Arsenic poisoning is also difficult to look at because the symptoms and signs caused by long-term elevated exposure to arsenic differs between individuals, population groups, and geographical areas. Thus, there's no universal definition of the disease caused by arsenic, and this complicates the assessment of the burden on health of arsenic. Vulnerable populations are those who drink water from private wells. These are individuals who live in rural areas, and they're also industrial workers and fetuses of mothers who are exposed to arsenic as well. Moving forward, what do we do? How do we get ourselves better? How do we prevent ourselves from getting arsenic poisoning? Education is key. Community engagement, explaining what arsenic is and the severity of arsenic poisoning, also finding what their source of arsenic is in the community and how it can be changed. Reduction exposure is also important as well. Alternative water sources can be used. Sources like surface or rainwater for cooking and drinking. Also mixing low arsenic level waters with high arsenic level waters to get ideal waters. And installation of arsenic removal pumps are also necessary. Altering usage of high arsenic waters through using it for bathing and washing instead of drinking and cooking are also very essential. I want to thank you all for tuning in today, and I hope I left you with some important information on the contaminant. I'd now like to open up the floor for questions. Thank you.